Welcome to my life. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're streaming from. Today we're back again for our normal trainings. If you're just passing by and you're seeing me for the first time, my name is GraceLawendhair from GraceLawendhair. Here on this live, what we do is that we do practicals about hair. We talk about hair. We do styles of the day, things, protective styles that you can easily do for yourself as a beginner. Thank you so much for joining. As you're joining this morning, please kindly share the live. Let's go ahead and do our practice this morning. Thank you so much. Let me have my glasses on to have welcome all the people joining. I'm going to be sharing the video from here. Let me share. Thank you so much. Let's go ahead and share. I'm going to be sharing from here. Make sure that I set everything up for us to be okay. You're welcome. If you're watching me from Facebook, if you're watching me from TikTok, if you're watching me from YouTube, I'm streaming on all my live this morning. So let's go ahead and share the live. I'm going to be sharing mine from here. Immediately you come in, share the live, like it. The more we like it, the more the algorithm sends in more people to come and see what is going on this our tutorial class. I'm sharing. Let me share again. I'll share, then I'll start the lessons. If you're just joining us for the first time, you're highly welcome. Yeah, the way we do our classes is that we normally start with teaching you how to prep your extensions, teach you. For those that are new beginners that doesn't know how to braid, you teach you how to braid. But these days, and the next thing we normally do is that we now go straight into doing our hair, adding extensions into braid. I know most of us know how to braid. Since we started this class, many people have improved a lot in knowing how to do hair, right? Let me see. I hope everybody is seeing. It's just, I'm still a bit here about this YouTube. So, okay. So this morning, we'll be going straight ahead to do 6 different methods of adding our braids, extensions to our natural hair. If you're joining us for the first time, this hair you see here, these are braids that we've been doing online as practicals, right? So today, I'll be teaching you 6 different methods of adding extensions into our braid. Today, we'll be using pink color. Let me make sure I get the extensions ready. The extension we are going to be using this morning, we're going to be using pinky. If you're that type that is pinky color, yes, your color is here today. The reason why I use colored to do our practicals sometimes is more visible and you see what we're doing. Let's brush this out. So, if you know you've been practicing all this while, hi, love from Denmark. Oh, thank you. You're welcome to the live. Thank you so much. Please share the live. Share the live. Let's go ahead and do our practicals today. Yesterday, we did style of the day. I don't know. I've sent in all the videos this morning. If you have not tried it, please go ahead and try. Look at what we did yesterday. We did the style before, but we repeated it yesterday. Look at it. Style of the day. So you see, I use the 6 different methods that we have to do this style, teaching you the different methods. So that method, we're still going to do it today, using it for our braids. So I sent a full video, about 3 minutes plus, yes, this morning. So you can go ahead and watch it. When you watch me do the first one, I did it fully from the start to the finish. So when you watch that video, it's comprehensive enough and it's well explanatory for you to just get into it and start doing yours. So, but what you need for this hair is, oh, that's another thing I didn't mention. What you need for this hair is Brazilian wool. You can use wool. Brazilian wool can do this. I think kinky braids can do this, but I don't know if you can do. I've not tried kinky braid on this. Brazilian wool can do this very well. Wool, when you have your wool as well, wool can do this style for you very well. So we did it. We've repeated it twice. But now with the video I've sent in this morning, it's very comprehensive and well explanatory for you to go on and do yours. I want to see a lot of people do their style and show me what they have done with this style. Very simple and easy to plait because it's a threading hairstyle. So now, this morning, we are going to be doing our braids this morning. Then I'll have to tell you 2 things. 2 things that you avoid when you're doing your braid hair. 2 things that you avoid in order your braids for you not to break your hairlines. When you have your braids done, because most people, They avoid doing braid because they think braids will break their hair. No. But the only thing I'm going to tell you about it is that when you do your braids, like the way we have our braids on, this we've not finished it yet because we're using this as practical. When you have your hairline, this is the front line of the mannequin, as you can see. When you have your hairline and you want to put your hair up in a ponytail, please avoid making your hair too tight. If you have your braids done and you're putting your hair in a ponytail, avoid your braiding like you're holding it like this. Avoid holding it with a rubber band or whatever you're holding it too tight. The more you hold the hair too tight, the more your hair is going to break in front. We don't want to do that, really. We avoid that. That is one thing. I'm going to be, each time I come on in the class, I'm going to be telling you things to avoid and things to do in order for your braids to maintain your braids. One, to avoid breaking your hairlines. Please, when you do your braid, stop tightening. When you put up your hair in a poly, avoid it too tight. Avoid it. Most people, if they know that their hairlines are very tender, what they do is that you have to bring out some of the hair in front before you put it up in the pony. Please, auntie, where can I buy the dolly hair? Go ahead and get it from you can buy your mannequin from TikTok shop. It's okay, they sell it in TikTok shop. But don't type any other thing on the comment section. Go ahead and get your TikTok mannequin from TikTok shop. Then Roots Beauty Salon. You have a salon and you're still asking where you can buy your mannequin. You need to know all these things now. But normally, go ahead and get your TikTok your mannequins from the TikTok shop. Go on the search button, get it from TikTok, but don't type anything, any other shop on my comments. Yes. Don't type any other comment, any other thing on my comment section. But go ahead and get your things that you use for hair. Go on the TikTok search button, type it. If you're buying mannequin, go ahead and get it from there. Thank you so much. Let's go ahead before we'll not divert from what we're doing. So now, when you're putting up your hair in a pony, go ahead, try your best and make sure you don't make it too tight, because the more you tighten up your hair in a pony, the more you lose your hair in front. That is why most people avoid doing braids. No. So if you know that your front line is very tender, please, when you're putting your hair up in a pony, bring out the hair in the front. Bring out some of the braids in the front. Just fly it out, or when you're putting it up in a pony, make sure you do it in a tender way that it will not pull your hair, because the more you pull your hair up, the more it's pulling your natural hair up and it's going to be breaking your hair. We don't want to do that when you're doing your braids. We avoid that. And the second thing I'm going to mention today about having your hair not breaking when you're doing braids. If you have your hair on the braids like this and you notice that you're the type that your hair goes very dry very quickly, the best thing you have to do is that make sure you have a bottle of spray. Make sure you have a bottle. Thank you so much. Make sure you have a bottle like this. Then you add oil of your choice in it. So when you just come out, you're having your braid, just spray. I didn't say pour water on it, because this is a spray. You see how it's spraying? Lightly spray. You just go ahead. If maybe olive oil is your best oil, you add little in it. If Afghan oil is your best oil, you add little in it. You just go ahead when you have that braid for some time, in order not for it to be too dry. When it's dry and it's breaking your hair, you just go ahead and spray it lightly. Look at, I'm spraying this now. It's getting some of the moisture, but it's not wet. I didn't say wet the hair. Just spray it lightly for your hair to have moisture, so that it won't be dry for that 6 to 8 weeks you're having the hair, so that it will not break. That's the 2 points I've mentioned this one. The first thing is avoid pulling up your hair too tight when you have your braid. And the second point is that if you know that your hair is always dry, put oil. Put any oil of your choice, Afghan oil, olive oil, any oil of your choice. Add it into the water like this. You keep spraying on your hair. Don't wet it. But if you go into the rain and your hair is really wet, make sure you dry your hair out, because it's going to be smelling. You don't want it to smell. So that's the 2 points we are going to mention this morning, pertaining the maintenance and avoiding your hair to break when you're doing pony and braids. So now, yesterday we did this hair. If you're just coming and you've not seen the video, it's out for you to watch and go and do your hairstyle, protective hairstyle. This afternoon, when I finish my life, I'm going to do this hair for my daughter. She'll just have it for like now till weekend. Then they are starting school on Monday. If I have every other thing to do for her, I have to do. So look at, it's very, very nice. Very, very beautiful. So I've sent in a 3 minutes or going up to 4 minutes video this morning, starting from the scratch of the hair to the finish point. You're going to get it, definitely going to get it. Go ahead and watch it, do your own practical, show me what you've done. Good morning from here, good afternoon everyone that is watching. Thank you. So today we are going to be having our normal class, our practicals, like doing our braids, our normal braid. We have 6 methods. If you're joining us for the first time, you're highly welcome. My name is GraceLawen from GraceLawendhair. I'm so much happy and delighted to be standing in front of you this morning, doing what I like doing. I love doing this. So just wake me up in the morning. Grace. I'm there to do it. So now, today we are going to do our normal 6 method. We are starting first with the rubber band methods. If you know you've not tried all this method, go ahead and try them. Please, on YouTube, please, can you see this properly? Because sometimes I always have this thing with the YouTube. When I'm watching the video from here, it's as if it's not showing clearly the hair. I don't know if you can see. Please type on the comment section if you're watching me from YouTube, if you're seeing it properly, so that I can go on and do this. Yeah, because when I'm watching this other two, I'm seeing it very well that it's clear. So now we are going to be doing our 6. Where is my clip then? Thank you so much. I'm unable to master the clip. Yes, okay, see, I've seen the clip. Sorry, I'm looking for the clips. Always have your clips when you're doing your hair, because we need it to put away the hair that we're not working out. When we finish up this hair, when we finish braiding this hair, I'm going to be showing you guys how to coil the tips of the hair, how to put your hair. I hope everybody is saying it. How to put your hair in the tip and everything. We're going to be doing it as well. So the first method we're going to be doing this morning is doing our rubber band method using the crochet pin. If you're joining us for the first time, you're welcome. If you don't know what the crochet pin is, this is a crochet pin. This pin is very important. You use it for so many things. If you watch my videos, you know that apart from using it as a beginner to do this hair, you use it to do a lot of things, to insert hair extensions into our natural hair. We use it for a lot of things. So if you don't have it yet, go ahead and get one. And we have the rubber band. Look at the rubber band. The rubber band is just a tiny bit of rubber bands that you can see. It comes in a pack like this. Little, not the big ones. Don't go and buy the wrong one. The rubber bands comes in a small, let me show you guys, small form like this, tiny bit of rubber band. Look at it. The reason why we are doing this rubber bands method is that as a beginner, most people, thank you so much and God bless you. Let's go ahead and share the video, like the video. The more we share, the more people will come in. The reason why we do this rubber band method as a beginner is because when you start hair, you know how to do your normal plait, but then you find it very difficult to do the traditional method and adding extension to your natural hair, and it's making you not do braiding. No, which is not okay. Go ahead and try this rubber band method, which is simple for you to just go ahead and be doing your braid. Because the more you do this braid, the more you get mastered to braid, the more it will increase your speed in braiding, because you need speed in braiding if you want to really go into braiding. So now, this is the rubber band I'm showing you. We are going to be starting, first of all, doing the rubber band method, which is using the rubber band. Hold the hair. Thank you so much. God bless you. God bless you. Let's keep sharing. Thank you for your support, and God bless you all. So now I've highlighted this line horizontally. Then we'll go ahead and start getting this line vertically. Let's go ahead and take it vertically. We're going to be starting this from here. Let's see if it's visible enough. If it's visible enough, please let me know. Good morning, you're welcome. Thank you so much. Morning, everyone. So now, when you're taking your hair, I've already taught us that when you're taking hair, like we've done this other one, it's coming on this line. Go on this previous one that you've done before, go straight in the middle, place your rattle comb, and take the next hair that you're going to be working with. Anyway, when we finish this full hair and I take it off, when we are starting it all over again, that time I'm going to be teaching you how you can start your hair fully if you don't know how to start it fully by parting your hair and everything. That is what I normally do. I make sure I explain it at that point. So now the next thing we're going to do, this is the hair we're working with. Grab it and comb the hair. Always make sure you comb your hair. You see the reason, even the mannequin, I've kept it here, all is tangling as well, let alone our hair. So you have to comb the hair. The reason why we comb the hair out is for it's not to avoid breakage. when you're losing your hair, if you comb it and it's straight and nice and you put your extensions on it, it's going to be easier. When you're taking it out, you're not going to be losing your hair. But if you leave it tangled and put extension on it, the more you're losing the hair, the more your hair will be breaking. We don't want to do that, because doing braids is a protective style that allows your hair to grow. So we want it to be that when you put it on, your hair is growing and it's not breaking. So now, this is my rubber band. Normally, you're supposed to be using one of the rubber band if you want. For me, since I started doing training online, I normally double this rubber band because I don't want it to get snapped on the way. I don't want it to get snapped because it has happened to me before. So now I double it. I just go ahead and double it. So what I'm going to do, I've doubled it. Go ahead and secure. You don't put gel on it. And normally when you put it on it, it's going to be slippery. If you know you put gel on it, or you put what is it called? Is it on the hair? Anuska, is it on the hair? You don't put gel on it. Because you're using mannequin. If it's on the hair, I don't put gel on it because I'm using mannequin to do the hair. Because if I'm putting gel every time, we're going to be washing this hair all the time. But if you know you want to do your own hair, you want to practice and you think you want to put your gel, go ahead and do it. But I would advise you, if you're learning as a beginner, learn without putting gel on your hair. Learn first. It's good for your hands to be tight and for your hands to be clean and for your handwork to be okay without, because when you put gel on it, you don't know, it's going to help it. When you're taking the hair, it's going to be more secured. You think that it's secured already. Yes? Okay, thanks for the information. Okay, that's fine. So now let's go ahead and do this. Place the rubber band and secure the rubber band with this, with your natural hair. This method is really good. This method is really good for beginners. Go ahead and try it. The rubber band is not going to break your hair. When you're taking it, when you finish taking your hair off, you take it with patience. Because somebody was saying it's going to break your hair. No, you've been using rubber band on the mannequin hair. The mannequin remains the same. When I'm taking it up, I'm careful to just take it off. Either I snap it from here or just draw it, take it off. It will just go out like that. So now we have secured this hair with a rubber band. Can you see it? The next thing that we have to do here is open this hair. Open it like this. Pull it on both sides. When you pull it on both sides, what it does is that it secures the hair more. But don't drag it too tight. If you pull it too tight, what is going to do that the hair on your scalp is going to be very tight. You don't want to do your hair at the end of the day. You cannot carry it the next day. You know, some people go to hairdresser that when they do their hair, the pain they get after doing their hair, they can't even carry that hair the next day. They'll take it off because they're feeling uncomfortable. So we don't want it to be too tight. Secured, but not tight. So the next thing that you have to do now is grab your crochet pin. This is the crochet. Let's continue to share, please. Share the live and like the live. Share. Thank you so much and God bless you. God bless you. This cheers goes to everybody supporting the live. So thank you so much. Take your crochet pin. Look at how the crochet pin is. This has happened to me in the past. Yes. When you do hair and it's so tight, my dear, you cannot sleep. When you put your hair on the pillow, the hair will just be pounding. You know, when you're pounding, you can't sleep. You just take it off. So be careful, not too tight, but make sure that the person is comfortable. They can sleep even the first day when they do their hair. So now past your crochet pin. This one we are doing now, this method are really friendly beginners. You cannot tell. If you try it the first time, definitely you're going to braid this hair. Look at it. Pass it. When you pass it, the next thing you're going to do, because we're using a pink color today, we're using a pink color. If you know pink color is your color, we're having your color today. So you go ahead and grab the extension. When you grab the extension, this is the extension. What you have to do on this extension is that this is the one. You make sure that the extensions are the same sizes. I'm doing a medium sizes, which I'm having it on. So, but if you find it very difficult to be taking it the way I'm taking it, always section your extensions on a rack or put it on the handle of the chair to make sure they are all the same sizes. The secret of the braid. Make sure that look at all the braids we've done so far. Have you seen it? They are all the same sizes. All the same sizes. That is it. Make sure that your braids are all the same size. You go ahead and section this into ratio 2:1, meaning that when you section this into ratio 2:1, the one I have on my right hand should be 2 times the one I have on my left hand. Meaning is that when you cross it, but we're not going to cross it now. When we come to that point, I'm going to explain. Let's not waste our time. Take this one that is 2 times bigger, put it on one side. Then you grab this one that is the smaller part, make sure you put them on the same level and they are even. What are you going to do? Go ahead and go to the crochet pin. Look at the crochet pin. Put it in that hook. Hook it and make sure that all the hair are fitted in. Making sure that all the hair are fitted in. When you put it, you just close the lash. It has something like a lash. Close it up. When you close it up, you go ahead and pull. And when you're pulling, this is my left hand. When you're pulling, hold one of the section with your left hand, because if you pull, release this. If you pull it out like without holding it, all the hair is going to come out with it. You don't want to do double job, right? So you hold it with your left hand, go ahead and pull the other part. When you pull it, you now go ahead and put it on the same level. Look at it, it's on the same level. Now, the next thing you're going to do now, because you just passed your crochet pin underneath, you just find out if the hair is secured or not. If it's secured, you can leave it. But if it's not, you open it again and push it to the side. It will make it more secured. What this means is that normally when you're adding extension into hair, when you're doing it naturally, this rubber band, I've done it for you. It has already secured the hair to the scalp. The next thing you're going to do now, pick up the other hair that is 2 times bigger. You go ahead and start braiding. Very simple. Simple. Even if it's your first time, try this method. You're going to braid with it. So now go ahead. I'm going to be braiding this hair. Watch me as I braid this hair. Go ahead and hold this extension. Look at it. I'm holding with my left hand. Okay, now let's adjust TikTok for us to come on the same level. Let's bring TikTok for us to come on the same level. Let's bring it for us to come on the same level now. Yes, resume. Yeah. Okay, now take this, the ones that is 2 times bigger of the hair, then you go ahead to where your hair is, hold it with your left hand, because this is my left hand. Hold it with your left hand. When you hold it with your left hand, go ahead and place this one in the middle, put it there. When you put it like so, hold it with your thumb and your index finger. This is my thumb and that's my index finger. Just secure it like this. The next thing that you have to do now, you start braiding. Simple. This is my right hand. Go ahead. If you're a right-handed person, go ahead and use the right hand first. If you're a left-handed person, go ahead and use your left first. Now, because I'm a right-handed person, I'm going to be taking the right one first. What you have to do, take this hair, bring it in. Then you grab this one in the middle, bring it to the side, secure it with your thumb and index finger on your right hand. Then the other one, bring it into the left. Hold it, secure it. That is it. You start braiding the hair. That is just it. The only thing I'm going to tell you on this is that because the natural hair in the middle is got all the hair, the extensions in the middle got all the natural hair. Please leave it like that, because as a beginner, go ahead and braid. When you know how to braid and you are okay with handling the braiding, you can now section this hair into others, right? But then for now, as a beginner, please leave it, go ahead. But the only thing you have to do, make sure that your extensions, these extensions are covering the natural hair, because now we have a brown shade hair and we are using pink on it. You go ahead and start braiding this hair. So make sure that it's covering. Adjust it very well, cover it, then you keep on braiding the hair. So look at what I'm doing now. I'm braiding already. So then when you see this hair after braiding, you're going to notice that you're not seeing the brown color that much. My extension is covering it. And it's going to make, what it does is that it's going to make the hair last longer. It's going to make the hair last longer. I'm going to show you. As soon as I finish braiding this, I'm going to show you. I'm not going to braid it up to the end, because at the time we finish this practical of this, I'm going to show you how to end the tips of your hair. If you're coiling it, if you're putting it in the hot water straight or any form of it, I'm going to show you in different forms. Then I hope you're in the class that day. If not, I'm still going to send the videos up for you guys. No problems. So now you braid it up to the point. I'm going to show you to this point now. When I show you, you're going to see it. Look at it. Look at it. Simple. Can you see it? If it's your first time of braiding, just go ahead and do this. You started braiding already. Don't say because it's a rubber band, I don't want to use it. No, because you've known how to braid already, to add extensions to it. We're doing 6 methods today. This is the first method. Using the crochet pin, adding it, then you start braiding immediately. But then we are doing the next method. If you know with this next method is related to the first method, but then you don't need this crochet pin. So if you don't have this crochet pin, you can still go ahead and do that method. I will show you how it's done. Go ahead and practice this. When you do all the 6 methods I'm going to show you online, definitely you're going to be used to one that is going to be okay for you. By the time you're doing it, trying those 6 methods, you're definitely going to see one that is okay for you. When you're doing it, you're comfortable with it. Go ahead and use that method. Go ahead and do it. So now let's do the next one. I've braided this. I don't want to finish the braiding because we're going to do the ends at the end of braiding all this hair. Let's go ahead and tap and share. Thank you so much for supporting, and God bless you all. If you know you have not followed me on my other social media, please go ahead. On my YouTube is GraceLawendhair. On my TikTok is GraceLawendhair tutorial. On my Facebook is GraceLawendhair tutorial and lifestyle. You found me there. Just go ahead. I'm streaming on all my 3 sections now. But later in the future, we have to be coming on each of those. So if you go ahead and follow me, you can always find me. So this is the next hair you're going to be working with. Past the next hair you're working with, make sure you have your comb. When you're getting your comb, get a comb with the comb and the rod tool. This one, you use this one to part, and you use this one to comb the hair out. So you go ahead and do that. So when you do that, the next thing we're going to do on this method is that go ahead and split this hair into 2 again. You've parted it, and you go ahead and split it into 2. Go ahead and split it into 2 like this. You open it into 2. Can you see it like this? Open it into 2. How do you get you can buy your mannequin from TikTok, but nobody should type any shop on my comment section, please. Nobody should type it. TikTok shop sell all these things. Go ahead and get your doll from TikTok shop, but don't buy it. Don't put any other shop on the comment section, please. Don't put any other shop. TikTok shop sell everything. If you want to buy your mannequin, go ahead and get it from TikTok shop. Don't write any other thing on the comment section, please, please, please. So let's follow the guidelines and the rules of these platforms we're using. Thank you so much. So let's go ahead and do this. TikTok shop sells the stand. They sell everything. Type it on the comment section. You find it. Whatever you want to buy, go ahead and get it from there. So now we're going to be taking the next section of hair. Remember that when you're taking your extensions, make sure that the hair are always the same sizes. If you're doing medium, stick on medium. If you're doing medium, stick on medium. If you're doing jumbo, stick on jumbo. If you're doing micro, stick on micro. Don't do one jumbo and you do one micro and you do one medium. No. So as a beginner, stick to the same size. Make sure you stick to the same size of extensions you're doing. So now let's go ahead. So this one, what you're going to do on this is that let's take it to the point that we have the same sizes. So when you have it on this, when you're doing your braid, always make it ratio 2:1. Meaning that the one you have on your right hand should be 2 times the one you have on your left hand. Take this one you have on your left hand that is 2 times bigger, put it on one side. Excuse me. When you put it on one side, you grab the smaller part of it. You've grabbed the smaller part of it. Make sure that you put them on the same length. Can you see it? When you put it on the same length, you go ahead and place it in the middle. This one, we are not, if you're here when we did the first one, we use the crochet pin to insert the hair, right? But on this method, you don't need the crochet pin. You just go ahead and place it in the middle like this. Can you see it? Place it in the middle like this. When you place it in the middle like that, you go ahead and grab your rubber band. This method are beginner friendly. Go ahead and try it. If you know how to braid, I'm learning a lot. Hey, thank you so much. If you know how to braid already, your natural hair, and you don't know how to add extensions to it, simple way to add extensions to your hair. Go ahead and use this method. It's going to help you. When you use them, because we're going to do 6 methods here, and you're gradually moving up to the point whereby you start doing the natural traditional method, which we are still going to teach you here. So now the next thing you're going to do, go ahead and close this together. Look at it. When you put it in the middle like this, close it together. Grab your, please tap, thank you so much. Grab your rubber band. This is my rubber band. If you want to use one, go ahead and use one. If you want to use two, go ahead and use two. So you go ahead and secure this hair with the rubber band. Look at what I'm doing. Can everybody see it? Secure it with the rubber band. Learn all these things because you need them for a lot of things. This hairstyle we did yesterday, we use it to do it. We do the 6 method. So you can use any of the 6 method to do that hairstyle I just showed you now. If you've not seen it, go ahead and watch the video, try it. This hairstyle, we did it yesterday. You can use all the 6 methods to achieve this hairstyle. Go ahead and watch the video to see what I've done so far. So now, if you're not here yesterday, but those that were here yesterday, they saw it themselves and they are going to try it. So you can try it as well. Very simple and protective side. So now we have the rubber band. You secured it to this point. Go ahead and open this like this. When you open it, pull it on both sides. Not too tight, please. Not too tight. Secure it, but not too tight. When it comes to this point, that is it. Release this one on top of it. Bring it down. My dear, this one is already, you've already done the hair. The next thing is just grab the other extension and place it on it. Beginners friendly. You can try it today, even if you've not braided before with the extension. Go ahead and try this method. You can go ahead and it's going to work. Look at it. Pick the other part of the hair. This is my left hand. This is my left hand. Then you go ahead and grab this hair. Take it like this. Hold it with your left hand. Place this one in the middle on top of the hair like this. Can everybody see it? Place it on top of the hair like this. Holding it with your thumb and your index finger. Holding it with your thumb and your index finger. When you hold it with your thumb and your index finger, go ahead. This is my right hand. You take your right hand, this is my right hand. You go ahead and always start with your right hand if you're a right-handed person. And start with your left hand if you're a left-hand person. Go ahead and grab this hair. When you grab it, you bring it in. From my right hand, bringing it into the left hand. That is one step. Then you grab this one in the middle, push it to the side, secure it. Take the one on your left hand, bring it into your right hand. That is it. You started braiding already. Very, very simple method. Look at it. Simple. Look at it. Even if you have not done hair before, this one, you can do it. And another thing you have to do, make sure that your extensions are always covering your natural hair. Any hair you're doing, make sure that your extensions are always covering your natural hair. You go ahead and do it, plait it. If it's showing, just stop and adjust it. If it's showing, stop and adjust it. This is kind of easy, very, very easy, very, very easy. Even if you have not done hair, the first day you try this method, you can get it. Yes, very, very, very easy. Somebody just said, oh, he wants to do hair. Immediately she come across my page. Once she started doing the daughter's hair. It's simple. This method are simple. And as well, if you have children that are crying very much for hair, this method are good for them. You just hold it with the rubber band. It's not going to, the time I don't know how to do hair. Okay, you're learning it now. You're going to know how to do hair. But tomorrow, if you don't know how to braid at all, come in the morning tomorrow, at 12 o'clock tomorrow, we are going to be teaching you how you can start your braiding with the little techniques. There's a video I sent there, but it's not comprehensive enough. I will try it today. Absolutely, that's good. So I've done it. So look at it. The method are slightly the same thing. You've braided it already. Can you see it? Beautiful. Nobody will tell you that, oh, it's your first time that you just braided this hair. No, yes, because you have braided this already. So now this is the second method that we are using. We have 6. We've gone with the second method now. I'm going to be doing the third method. This is lovely. Thank you so much. I'm going to be doing the third method, do the fourth method, do the fifth method, and sixth method. Watch me carefully as I'm doing it. If there's any of the method you think as you're doing it online, you didn't understand it very well, please go on the comment section. Ask me. Repeat any of them that you want me to repeat. But watch me as I do the sixth method first. Have it in mind, the one that is not clear for you. Tell me which of the numbers that are not clear. I'm going to repeat it here so that you can understand it. But the only thing is that go ahead and practice. because the more you practice, the better it gets into your hands. If you watch me do this from now till tomorrow every day and you're not practicalizing it by yourself, no, because we do braids with our hands. As you're watching me do it with my hands, you go ahead and do it with your own hands as well. So go ahead. Thank you so much. Share the videos. You don't know who you can help by sharing this video. Most people don't even know that we are here. So immediately they come across, they're like surprised. Oh, is somebody here taking trainings like this? Please go ahead and share the video. Thank you. I have learned a new style today. Thank you so much. Yeah, so now let's do the next one. The next one is related to this rubber band method, but then with this method, you're not going to be using either the crochet pin or the rubber band. I don't send guests to salon again. Oh yes, you see, thank you. With all these things now, my dear, you save your time, you save your money. Yes, it's good. Anytime you want, you still have time to patronize the braid, that's fine. But then all these simple styles, you don't have to be calling all the time, they're going to sit down. Thank you thanks to you, I'm improving. That's very, very well. The more you practice, the better you become. Yes. So if you have that child that is always crying for doing hair, don't go ahead and do the natural method. Go ahead and use the rubber band method for them. They will not even feel as if they are doing hair, and you're going to do it. So now let's go ahead and do the next method. This is the next method we are going to be doing. Always have your clips. When you're working as a beginner, have your clips, because all these things are very, very important. You hold it, because if all this hair are joining to the hair, it's going to be confusing you. You don't want to be that. So now this method we're going to be doing is related to these two methods. If you have watched me do this method was I use the crochet pin to add the smaller part of it, then I will use the bigger part, we start braiding the hair. If you watch me do the second one, we didn't use the crochet pin to insert this. All we did was to split the hair, put the smaller one in the middle, use our rubber band to hold it on. And this other third method, for those that doesn't like rubber band, and they say, oh, I don't want to put rubber band on my hair, fine, you can go ahead and try this method. So all this method we're trying to teach is that you know how to braid already your natural hair, but you don't know how to add extensions into the hair. These are the methods, simple method that will get you up into braiding. Go ahead and do them. It's going to help. Even if you're learning hair for yourself, go ahead and try it. So now we have parted this hair. Watch me. We have parted this hair now. When you've parted this hair, the next thing you're going to do now, grab this one and split it into two again. Split it into two. This one method now, we are not going to be using rubber band. We're not going to be using crochet pin. So watch it. This might be the best for you, or this might be the type that you want to do on your hair. So let's go ahead and get our extension. This is our extension. You go ahead and grab this extension. Can you see it? Always make sure that your extensions are the same sizes. Look at everything I've braided now. They are the same sizes. If you don't know how to section your extensions, place it on a rack. You do the first one, you put it down. You do the second one, you put it down. Make sure they are all the same sizes. That is very, very important when you're doing braids. Make sure that hair are the same sizes. Even this one we did yesterday, we counted it. Look at the size of this hair. They are all the same sizes, because the number of extensions we use, luckily for us that the way they did the Brazilian wool, you can count it, but extensions we cannot count it. You just use your feelings to grab it. But that one, you can count it. It makes all the hair to be uniform and the same thing, and it's looking nice. So now let's go ahead and section this into ratio 2:1. When you section this hair into ratio 2:1, this one I have on my right hand should be 2 times the one I have on my left hand. Watch it. The one I have on my right hand should be 2 times the one I have on my left hand. You see the one you have on your left hand that is 2 times bigger, put it down. Just find a place and place it somewhere. Take the ones that is smaller part of it, then you go ahead and make sure that you place them on the same level. When you put them on the same level, you come and put them in the middle like this. Put it in the middle. Watch me the way I'm doing this method. Watch the way I'm doing this method. When you put it in the middle, you're going to do this. Instead of us using the rubber band to hold this, we're not using the rubber band to hold this one at this point. You just go ahead and section this hair into 3. Braid it down. Thank you so much for your support and everything. God bless you. Let's give this chest to everyone supporting. So now you just go ahead and do what? And braid it a little bit down. You braid it down. This one, when you're doing this method look like the natural method, because you just braided it down. All you're doing is just to secure the hair from the roots. With this one, the hair is already secure. Braid it a little bit down more, because normally this mannequin hair are always slippery. But if it's your natural hair, it's not going to slip. So you just take it. When you braid it down this way, can you see it? Just a little bit of braiding down, you put it down. Then you now bring this one down. Bring the extension down. It's secured already. Go ahead and grab the other part of your hair. This is the other part of the hair. Make sure they are on the same level. This one is 2 times bigger than this one. You now adjust your mannequin. If you're using a mannequin, always adjust it. Make sure you position yourself very well when you're doing hair, so that you won't hurt your back. If somebody is sitting down, they're sitting down comfortably, always make sure so that you will not hurt your back. See, either you're sitting down or you're standing up, but make sure you're comfortable while you're doing braids. It's very, very important, because you're doing a lot of braids and you'll be standing for a while. If you're not comfortable, it's going to hurt. Thank you. So now go ahead and grab this hair. Look at it. This is my left hand. If you're just joining us for the first time, this is my left hand. I'm holding this hair with the left hand. Go ahead and hold this hair. Restriction for some audience. Which audience? No. 2 restrictions. Why is the restrictions? Okay, you know what? On TikTok, I'm going to be putting this thing off for I don't know why they put restriction. Why did they put restrictions on this now? I don't know the reason why there's 2 restrictions. It's a live visibility restricted for 10 minutes. Live restriction for some audience. Your live contains some things may find uncomfortable and has restricted reason. Commercial disclosure and paid marketing. Paid marketing. Is there anybody that puts anything on this place? Nobody puts anything here now. Why are they doing that? Is there anybody that types anything here? We say buy things from there. I'm sure I'm checking the TikTok shop. So you know what? I don't send this is lovely. What is it? What is it that they found here? I didn't see anything though, but do you know what? Tap to share and like. Okay, on TikTok, you know what we have to do on the TikTok now? They've given like restriction. I'm going to put it off for 10 minutes, then I'm coming back. So if you know you have me on other place, you can just join me. Join me on other listen. My YouTube is GraceLawendhair and my Facebook is GraceLawendhair and lifestyle and tutorial. So we're coming back in 10 minutes time. Don't worry. So just go ahead. Let me do for the Facebook. We're coming back in 10 minutes. This is 12:45. I'll be in by 12:55. Let me end it now. Thank you so much. Let me end it. Okay. Inside. Okay. Sorry about that. Sorry about it on Facebook and on YouTube. So sorry. Let's see what's going on with this TikTok people. Start following. This decision is fair and is reasonable. What for? I don't even know why. It's something else. I don't know why they are doing this, but I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Okay, let's go ahead and do it. We're going to be back.
This man is from India.
We're going to be back shortly. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. So now that we have this hair, what you're going to do now is that you're having this on your right hand. When you have this on your right hand, go ahead and hold this. I hope everybody's seeing it. If you know you follow me, just go ahead and change to YouTube or Facebook. So now you're going to be holding this. When you're holding this with your left hand, take this one and place it on top of it. When you place it on top of it, you go ahead and do what? This is my right hand. You're going to be using the right hand. Go first with your right hand. But if you're a left-handed person, use your left first. If you're a right-handed person, use your right. So now, because I'm a right-handed person, I'm going to be using the right hand to go and do this. So go ahead and do this. Take the right one first, move it into the left. Then you grab this one in the middle, push it. When you push it, Take this one on your left hand, bring it into the right. When you bring it into the right, you go ahead and do this. This method is almost close to using doing the natural method. You're going to see it when I do it. But make sure that you always have your extensions cover your natural hair. Your extensions should always cover your natural hair, right? Always. Even if it's not covering it, adjust it to make sure it covers it. So you just go ahead and start doing this. Go ahead and start doing this. Flats, look at this one, adjust it and make sure I adjust it. Can everybody see me? Let me turn it to the point where we can see what I'm doing. So you just go ahead and braid. Very, very simple method to get into braiding. If you know you are joining us for the first time, you're highly welcome. Go ahead and use this method. They are very, very efficient. And okay, look at it. Make sure that when you see this method and see the other method, you think it's a natural method that we are doing already, because it's very, very nice. I'm going to show you as soon as I finish this method. So you go ahead, because we're using a pink hair extension on a brown shade hair. You just go ahead and do the what? Go ahead and start braiding your hair, making sure that the extensions are covering the natural hair. So when you do it to this point, that will be okay. So now I'll finish braiding this hair, but I'll get to a point and leave it, because I'm going to be teaching you how to end the tips of the hair when we get to that point, but not today. We're going to finish all this when we're doing practical, then we'll teach you how to do the tip of the hair. So go ahead and braid the hair. Now that you're braiding, we have to go ahead and braid this hair to the point whereby we just leave a little bit. I'll show you what we've done so far. Can you see it? You see the method? Look at it. This method, the difference is that when you're doing this, is more closely to the natural method, in the sense that here it's not that puffy up. You see it because we braided the hair down, but it's not a problem, because as a beginner you have to get into it until you know how to do the natural method. Most people, this method, they are used to it and they continue to use the method, right? So now this is the third method from the natural, using the rubber band to add extensions into your hair, right? So the next one that we're going to be doing now, we're going to be doing the natural method. When we finish the sixth method, you're going to ask me question on the comment section. Which of the method you want me to repeat? If not, then we'll do other things. Yes. So now we are going to be adding the extensions. I'm going to bring highlighting this hair. Let's go ahead and highlight the next hair, which is doing the natural method. We have 3 types of method doing the natural method. So good afternoon, Ifabuchi. Thank you so much. Nicola Lack, blessed day, you're welcome. Thank you so much. Thank you. So now let's go ahead and part the hair. So when you're parting your hair, always look at the previous one you've done before. If you're doing a block box method, go ahead and use your rattle comb. Go in the middle of this one that you've done. Go and highlight the hair. Look at it. The reason why you're doing that is that, are you not in TikTok? Oh, they restricted us in TikTok. So we'll be back there in TikTok in another maybe 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Let's give them some few minutes, then we're back. Because people keep typing things on the comment section that's irrelevant things. So I don't even know the reason why they did that restriction. I don't know. I can't even tell you, my dear, because I told people not to type anything. I don't know what they figure out. They say there are some things they are typing on the restriction. So let's go ahead and just do this. Then we'll go back to TikTok. So if there's any question from there, we'll repeat those methods. So now TikTok. So now when you have this one, you have it this way. The next thing you're going to do now is just highlight this method. Bring this one. Always have your clips. The ones that you're not working with, take it and hold it. Let me use this other clip. Let's use the other clip to do this. This is the other clip. Let's use it to take it away from the one that we're working with. So this is the hair we are working with. We want to add extension to it naturally. Can you see? Can everybody see it? We want to add the extensions into this naturally. So we'll go ahead and grab our extension. Let me brush this extension out because it's already tangled. We don't want it to be tangled when you're doing your hair. And you always have your brush with you as well. Always have your brush with you as well. Always have your brush with you as well. So the next thing that you have to do, we're having the brush with me. Look at it. You're having the brush with me. Then you now go ahead and grab the extension. Make sure that the extensions you're using are the same sizes. Look at it. All the braids we've done so far, they are the same sizes. Can you see it? Take this one a little bit. and grab it. Always make sure that the extensions you're using are the same sizes. On this method, we're going to be splitting the extensions into ratio 2:1, meaning that when you grab this, you split this up into the one you have on your right hand should be 2 times the one you have on your left hand. Can you see it? The one you have on your right hand should be 2 times the one you have on your left hand. Then now, on this method, we are going ahead to cross it. The first 3 methods we didn't cross it, right? But on this method, we are going to be crossing it like this. Because somebody was asking, how do you cross it? Just go ahead and take this and cross it to the other side. Can you see? When you cross it to the other side, it's going to be like this. Then you now find out that the hair we are doing now, they are all the same. The extensions are the same sizes because we have crossed it now. When you're doing braids, one side will not be bigger than each other. That's the reason why we do that. So now you're going to hold these extensions like this. This is the hair we're working with, and this is your extension. So this method is the first method from the natural method. From adding extension. It's very, very easy. This method is very easy. Most professionals use this method and they are used to it. That's what they use. If you watch them braid hair online, you see that that's the method they are using. So that is why I'm here to do like 6 methods. When I'm doing that 6 method, you just go ahead and use any of the method that is okay for you. So let's go ahead and braid this hair. Watch me as I braid this hair. You go ahead and hold this hair with your left hand. When you hold it with your left hand, thumb and index finger. I told you that the thumb and index finger they play very, very vital role when you're doing hair. Then you now go ahead, place this one and hold it like this. Can you see it? When you hold it like this, the next thing you're going to do now, take this one and plait it. One, you plait it. When you plait it, you go once, you go the next one, you go the next one like this. When you go the next one, bring your hand out. You bring your hands out. When you bring your hands out, put this hair that you're holding in between these hands, middle finger and the ring finger. Then you now go straight ahead with this hair that is here. When you try this method, you know that it's simple. Split the natural hair into 2, getting it into the extension. Then you go ahead now and start doing this. You see? You start braiding it. Very, very easy. Very, very easy. But all you have to do on this method is that always make sure that your extensions are covering your natural hair. Can you see it? Always make sure that the extensions, look at it. If it's not covering it, adjust it a bit. The reason is that if you're doing a color shade that is maybe brown, you don't have to worry yourself. Because normally, even if you didn't cover it, it will not be visible. But the only thing is that it will not last longer, because when your natural hair is showing all the time, it makes the hair go older, very old. So then, but if your natural hair is not showing, it makes the hair stays longer. So now you go ahead and braid this hair. You see, I'm braiding it now. Braid it down. When it's okay. Very soon we're going to switch over to TikTok as well. I'm going to on it. Let's go ahead and finish this one. So you're going ahead to do this. You braid it down. So the only thing is that now that you're covering your extensions with the natural hair, you see what is going on? The hair is going to look very neat and the natural hair is not going to be visible there. So let's braid it up to the point where I'm going to release it. Then you now see what I'm doing. So now when you have it up to this point, look at it. You see, simple. That method is very, very simple as well. It's simple. This is the natural way. You see the way I did it now. Cross it to the other side and start doing the hair. Very, very easy. Even if you've not done hair before, try out this method. It's going to help you. So now we are moving it up. We started from the rubber band method into the next rubber band method, into the one that you're not putting rubber band on this. Then we'll do one of the natural methods by securing this. Then the next one we're going to do, the next one is going to be the natural method, but then you don't have to separate the hair. You have to, this hair, the natural hair is going to be the third strand. The natural hair is going to be the third strand. Let's go ahead and do it. The natural hair is going to be the third strand. So let me go ahead and on TikTok again. I think it's 17 past. Maybe by now, their restriction, they say 10 minutes. It's more than 10 minutes. Now it's 17 past, I think. No, it's not yet. No, let's give it like another 3 minutes. When it's 1 o'clock, we'll put it on. So we left there when it's 45 and 12:45. So let's leave it till another 15 minutes, then we'll go back. So now you're going to be holding the hair you're not working with. This one that you're working with, look at it. This method, this natural hair is going to be the third strand. This method we're doing, the natural hair is going to be the third strand. If the hair is not long, you cannot do this method. If the hair is not long, you cannot do this method. But if the hair is up to this, you can still do the method. But if the hair is not long at all, use the rubber band method. It's easier for you to use the rubber band method. So now, the next thing you're going to do on this is that go ahead and grab your extension. So this is the extension we're using. I'm going to grab this extension. Always make sure your extensions are the same method. Even if you're doing it without for this one to be the third strand, always make sure that the extensions are the same sizes, because I'm going to show you, because we're going to borrow some hair from this other one to add, because we can't continue to use this natural hair like that. We cannot continue to use the natural hair to braid like that. So let's go ahead and do it. This is the hair we are going to braid. Can you see it? This is the exact size I've been using for the other ones. You just leave it like this. You don't have to split it into two. Just leave it this way. Watch me as I do this method. This method is easy as well, but the only difference is that you are going to borrow hair in the middle. Look at it. I've brushed the hair already. Hold it with your left hand. Take this hair that you're working with, place it there. When you place it, look at it. This one is going to be the third strand. Can everybody see it? The natural hair is going to be the third strand. You see what I'm doing? Then you now go ahead, straight away, start placing the hair. Take your right hand, go and grab this thing. And I'm holding this hair with my thumb and index finger on my left hand. I'm holding the hair with my thumb and index finger on my left hand. You now go straight ahead to do what? Go ahead, take this one on your right hand, bring it in. Then you now pull this your natural hair in. Because it's natural hair, make sure you secure it very well. You braid it, start braiding, insert, start braiding. So when you braid it, go the first one, go the second one, then you now put it in the middle. When it comes to the middle, the next thing you're going to do on this method is that borrow some extension. You have to take, because we cannot keep using this hair like that. Take some extensions from this one, add to this, leave it like this. Take another extension from this middle, add it to this one. Then you separate it, making sure that they are okay. Making sure that the extension here is covering the natural hair. What are you going to do? Keep on braiding. It's still going to be neat. So now you keep braiding the hair. You see this method? Most people are used to this method. Most people are used to this method as well. You see? When you're braiding it, most people are used to this method. Very, very simple method. This is the second method for the natural, adding extension to the natural hair. This is the second method. Can you see it? Second method of adding extension to the natural hair. Let's go ahead now. It's 1 o'clock. Let me see if we can go back to the live on TikTok. Now, so now let's go ahead now and start doing this, right? So we start braiding. I'll keep braiding the hair until we exhaust this point, until we exhaust the place whereby the hair is. When you go past where the hair is, then I'll now do what? What I'm going to do now is just leave some of them out. Then later we're going to end the tips. When I'm ready to do that, I'm going to show you ending the tips of the hair. So now, look at it. We are notifying viewers that these people, they are sick. Oh, okay, now look at it. See the hair, very, very beautiful. Very, very beautiful. Can you see it? Can you see all the ones we've been doing? They are all the same size. When you try others method, nobody will notice that you're a beginner on doing all this hair. Thank you so much for joining. As you join, let's go ahead and share the video. Let's share the video from TikTok. Share the video and keep liking the video. It will attract more viewers to come in, because we went off because of the restriction. Stop typing things on the line, and then stop asking questions that you know. Most people, they are beauticians. They will come here, they will start asking you, where will you buy your mannequin, and start writing different things on the comment section. It doesn't really make sense. When you know things that would when you know, just follow the guidelines and the rules of the people. It's very, very important. Very, very important. So now, thank you so much, and God bless you. Bless Nicola Life. So now we are going straight to the next one. This, I hope everybody's understand what we're doing. Let's see. So let's go straight to the next hair we are doing. Yes, let's go straight to the next one. So the next hair we are going to be doing here is that we are going to be doing the natural method, the real natural methods that we are doing. Please don't type anything on the guidelines that would be against their rules, please. So now we are going to be combing this hair. That's the next thing. Always make sure you comb the hair. You're combing the hair out to do the next one. Then we're going to grab the extension. This one is not enough. Let me get more extensions. If it's not enough, don't, because it's not enough and use it like that. You have more hair to add to it. You go ahead and add the hair. So let's go ahead and get this. Let's keep tapping. Let's tap in. The more we tap, it's going to attract more viewers to come in. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and do that. Thank you so much, and God bless you for that. Thank you so much. Let's share the video. Let me share from here and notify people that we are here. Go ahead and share the videos. The more we share, the more it's going to bring people more in. Thank you so much, and God bless you. Thank you so much. Let's go ahead and do it. Follow the rules of the platform that we're using to avoid restrictions and to avoid all this stuff. Thank you. So now let's go ahead and do the other one. We are going to be doing this method. So this method we're going to be doing now. Let's add some extensions into it. We're adding extensions into it. So now this is the size of the method that we're going to be doing. So the next thing that we're going to do now, make sure that you have your extensions with the same size. Then we're going to be grabbing this extension. When you grab this extension, do it ratio 2:1. Make sure it's ratio 2:1. When you have it on ratio 2:1, you go ahead and cross it to each other. We cross it to each other. When you cross this to each other, the next thing when you're doing this method, life restriction for some. What's this now? Your life contains team stats. What's this problem? I don't know what these people are still doing. They are not satisfied with this. I think we have to leave this TikTok for today. Let's leave the TikTok for today, because when I just finish this now, we'll just call it a day. Miss the third and the fourth. Okay, the third and the fourth. The third and the fourth. Third and the fourth. 1, 2, 3. Okay, you missed the third and the fourth. Okay, don't worry. Let's now go off entirely on. I'm not coming back on TikTok again. Let's do YouTube and then this today. Let's do YouTube and the other ones. Let's leave it till tomorrow, because their head is entering into score. The problem I'm having is the starting of the... Okay, no problem. So switch over, come to my Facebook and come to my YouTube. Let's go ahead. Then we'll come on Facebook, TikTok tomorrow. They are restricting this now. Let's put it off. Let's give it off. Let me move this. Let me move them to one side. Let's bring this one to this other side. Sometimes this TikTok, they are so annoying. Very, very useless people. I don't know if it's the machine that is doing it or human beings, but sometimes there are rules. They need to just check what they are doing. It doesn't make sense sometimes. Wow. Okay, let's go ahead so that we can be seeing this. Let me put this one in the middle. I think I'm going to be putting YouTube in the middle now, because it's more visible for me to see what we're doing. Sorry about that. Yes, I hope everybody's seeing what you're doing. So I'm going to repeat the method. Nicola Lake said I missed the third and the fourth one. Okay, that's fine. We're going to repeat the third and fourth one. Don't worry about it. So let's go ahead and do it on TikTok, and then let's go ahead and do it on YouTube and on Facebook. Those ones are very calm sites. They don't bother with all these things. So now we're doing the natural traditional method. Just go ahead and do this. Natural traditional method by holding your extensions in one hand. If you don't know how to hold the extensions in one hand, you go ahead and hold the extensions in one hand. By doing what? This is the hair itself. When you've crossed the extension, what you're going to do, hold this with these hands. Look at it, with your thumb and index finger. Then the next thing you're going to do, on your left hand, hold it with your thumb and index finger. Then with this other one, you just grab it with these other hands. Look at these other hands, hold it. But then you're going to put pressure into it when you're holding it, in order for you to be able to flip it on one hand, holding your extensions on one hand. So the next thing you're going to do now, take this hand in the middle. This is my hand in the middle. Place it on top of it like this. The hand that you're going to turn is only the right hand. Go ahead and turn your right hand. Look at my left hand is still there. Then you bring out your index finger. This is the index finger. Index finger is going to be coming out on this hole here. Look at it. When you do that, it's going to be like this. Can everybody see it? It's going to be like this. When it's like this, the next thing you're going to do, you go straight to the head you want to work with. I've already brushed this hair. I've already combed it. Look at what we're going to do. I hope everybody can see it. Let's make sure that we see it. Okay, it's positioned very well. So now you go ahead and take this and place it on top of it like this. When you place it on top of it, take your left hand. This is my left hand. Section this hair a bit. Section this hair a bit with your left hand. When you section it with your left hand, grab this one. Take this one, grab this one on top of it. When you grab this one on top of it, you go ahead and take your index finger, place it in the middle between this middle and this. Do it like this. Can you see it? Then you now release your right hand. Go ahead and put a force in it, but not too tight. When you pressure it like this, you now start braiding the hair. When you braid this hair, this is the natural method that everybody wants to do. But on this natural method, you're going to flip your hands. You go ahead and flip your hands like this. Can you see it? You flip your hands. When you flip your hands, you go ahead and do this. Can you see it? The areas. Now, the difference between all this method we've been doing so far is that when you're doing the natural traditional method, it's going to be having the natural hair on the three hair extensions. Look at the natural hair here, look at the natural hair here, and look at the natural hair here. But all you have to do is that make sure that your extensions are covering your natural hair. If it's not covering your natural hair, adjust it a bit. Look at it, adjust it a bit. Then you start covering it, start braiding your hair. You see the result of this. When I finish now, I'm going to show you. Lake said she didn't see the third and the fourth. We're going to repeat the third one and the fourth one for her. So when we repeat that, we're going to call the class a day. Then tomorrow we'll know what to do. Like maybe I'll think of the style of the day we're going to do tomorrow. When we're doing the practicals, then we'll just do the style of the day that will just take us all through, and that's it. So let's go ahead. I'll just go ahead and be plaiting this up to where the hair will stop. Then I'll leave the tips because we'll need the tips very soon. As soon as we finish all this with the training, we're going to need the tips to do other things. Hot water, coily hairs, I'm going to teach you on this live. Then we'll see how to end our hair, the tips of the hair. Either the person you want to make it straight, you put it straight in the hot water and so forth. So let's go ahead and do it. So now, this is it. Can everybody see it? Very, very beautiful. Look at it. That is why I was saying that the third one that we did on this is almost similar to the natural method. Look at it. This method that we did is almost similar to this. But look at the normal traditional method. You see the way it grips the hair from the hair roots and everything is fitted in. So now, this is just the 6th method so far. But then, Nicola Lack said, missed the 3rd and the 4th ones. Okay, right. So we are going to go ahead and do the 3rd and the 4th one so that you can see how it's been done. So now, if you have any other question, let me know. But when we finish this method, we are going to call it a day for today, then prepare for tomorrow. I'm going to prepare for tomorrow to do the natural style of the day. So now let's go ahead and highlight this horizontally. Can you see it? We'll go ahead and highlight this horizontally. The code came full. When we highlight this horizontally, make sure that your lines are straight. When you're doing it on the hair and you feel that the lines are not straight, what you have to do is that take a tiny bit of gel. And make sure that we're seeing this on YouTube. Take a tiny bit of gel, put it across the line, then you go again with your comb to make sure that your lines are always neat when you're doing your hair. Learn the hair properly, that the hair is going to be neat and very nice. So go ahead, you brush it. When you brush it down like this one that you're not working with, you have your clips. Always have your clips with you. You hold it on. Then we'll go ahead and do the 3rd method. We're going to be doing the 3rd method. The 3rd method is this, and the 4th method is the first one. Okay, let's go ahead and do the 3rd method. I'm going to show you how the 3rd method is done. Let's use the clip and hold it. So the 3rd method is the rubber band method that you're not using the rubber band to do, or you're using the crochet pin. So you just go ahead and do it like that. Comb the hair first. When you go ahead and comb the hair, the next thing you're going to do, you grab the extension. When you grab the extension, look at it. you go ahead and grab the extension. Make sure that the extensions are always the same thing. So the next thing you're going to do on this third method is that take the split it into two. Let the one on your right hand to be the 2 times the one you have on your left hand. Bring this one you have on your left hand, keep it one side. Take this one you have on your right hand, then you grab your comb. You're going to be splitting this hair into two. Watch me and Nicola Lake, watch me as I do this. So you're going to take this one, go ahead and split this hair into two like this. Go ahead and split it into two. This is the hair you're working with, right? Go ahead again and split it into two. When you split it into two like this, the next thing you're going to do, take this one, make sure you put it the same, put it across for them to be the same length. Can you see it? For them to be the same length. Place it in the middle. Place it in the middle. Can you see it? Place it in the middle. When you place this in the middle, this one doesn't require the rubber band or not, neither that it doesn't require the crochet pin. You just go ahead and split it, put it together, split it into three. When you split it into three, you braid it down. I hope you can understand this. Braid it down, braid it a little bit down, do a little bit braids to braid it down. All this method I'm showing you, you use it to do different types of hair. If you know how to do it, when you see people do the hair, you will grab it once because you've seen it done. So now when it's like this, you've already braided it down, because normally some of the mannequin hair, they are always slippery. So braid it a little bit down so that it will not unravel. So look at the way it is. When you braid it down, then you now release this hair. Release it down. When you release it, grab the other hair that is 2 times bigger. This one, you just hold it this way. When you hold it, adjust your mannequin. If you're working with your mannequin, if you're working with somebody's hair, adjust it like that. You go straight ahead. Hold this with your left hand. Hold it with your left hand. When you hold it with your left hand, place this extension there. When you place this, holding it with your thumb and your index finger. Can you see it? You're holding the hair with your thumb and index finger. The next thing you're going to do, if you're a right-handed person, go ahead and take the first one, go with the right hand. But if you're a left-handed person, do the left hand. So because I'm a right-handed person, I'm going to take this and go in. Look at it. Go in. When you go in first, then you grab this one in the middle, push it to the side, take the other one, take it in, the one with your left hand, bring it into the right, then that is it. That is just it. You start braiding. So the next thing that you have to do is that make sure that your extension, because when you're doing all this method, the natural hair is going to be in the middle. Because you're a beginner, please leave it like that. When you get to know how to do this hair, you can decide to split the hair as natural hair into other hair. Yes, but if not, go ahead and start braiding. See me, I'm braiding. So now adjust it. If you know that your natural extensions is not well arranged, adjust it to make sure, because the reason why, if you're seeing your natural hair on, it doesn't make the hair last longer much. So, but then if the natural hair is covered, it makes your braid looking neat and last longer. So let's go ahead and braid it. I'm going to be holding this now so that we can braid this down. Make it faster. So now you keep braiding until the hair is finished. Look at it. I'll keep braiding the hair. Keep braiding the hair until the braids is finished, right? So let's go ahead and do this. Now, this is it. This is the third method. I told you that this third method is almost related to the natural way and traditional way of adding extensions. Can you see it? So I hope you understand it, Nicola Lake. I'm going to do the next one, which is the fourth one. The fourth one that you missed as well is the natural method. Very, very simple. Go ahead and try all this method. When you try all the method, normally one of them will be okay for you. Like when you're doing it, you say, oh, this one is okay for me, I like it. That is why Ifa Buchi is there on Facebook now. She did all the method. All she could like is the one, this natural method that gets into her hand, and that's what she's using. So try the 6th method. When you try the 6th method, whichever method that gets into your hand that you're comfortable with, go ahead and do it. So let's do the 4th method now. I'm going to show you how this 4th method is done. So let's go ahead and do it. So now this is it. Then you highlight the next hair that you're working with. When you highlight the next hair that you're working with, make sure that you have your clips. The clip is going to be holding this one that you're not working with on one side. Take it on one side. Then you go ahead and do what? Brush the hair. Always comb the hair. Look at it. It's having knots as well. Comb it. When you comb it, all the knots will be out from it. Look at it. Comb the hair very well. So the next thing you're going to do, you're going to be holding this one. You're going to be taking your extensions that you're working with, right? Make sure that the extensions are the same thing. Make sure that the extensions you're doing, they are all the same thing. So the same length. So on this method, this one, let me add a little bit to this because it's a bit, we need more to just make it the same sizes. So when you have it on the same sizes, the next thing you're going to do on this is that section this hair, make it ratio 2:1. The one you have on your right hand should be 2 times the one you have on your left hand. Thank you so much. So now go ahead and cross this. On this method, you're going to cross it. You cross it. When you cross this method like this, it's going to be like this. Watch the 3 of them. You feel that they are the same sizes now. That is the reason why the one you have on your right hand is smaller. When you cross it, it's going to match up with the ones you have on your left hand. Right. So now, the next thing that we have to do here is we are going to be grabbing this hair with our left hand. When you have this hair, watch this method very well. You have this hair on your left hand. Take it like this. Look at the way I'm holding it. Can you see it? When you're holding it like this, place it like that. Place it on the hair like that. You're holding this hair with your thumb and an index finger. Go ahead and plait it. Go ahead and do this. You do the first plait. Make it secured. You do the second one. Then when you're coming with the second one, you place that hair in between your hands like this. This is your middle finger. This is your ring finger. You now come here, open your hands like that. Section this middle hair into 2. Section the middle hair into 2, the natural hair into 2. Then you now grab it like this. It's simple. You just start braiding the hair. Go ahead and start braiding. Very, very simple. This method is very, very simple to do from the natural and traditional method. You see, very, very simple. When you try it, if you don't try it, you will not know. You have to try it first to get it. So you make sure that your extensions are covering your natural hair. Then you keep braiding. It makes the braid looks very neat and it makes it last longer. So if I've answered your question, let me finish braiding it. Nicola, put it on the comment section. If you understand it and you're going to try this method, please write it on the comment section for me that you're going to try this method. Try the 6th method, and if you know you understand it, I have videos of all these methods going in. I think I still have 3 to send. I'm going to send all those 3. Then when people are watching it, they will get to understand it. Yes, for everything. So let me show you the outcome. Look at it. This is the first method. This is the first method for the natural, inserting the natural method, and this one is the 3rd method from the rubber band method. So they are all the 6th method. This is the 6th method I show online all the time. Go ahead and try it. You use it on different styles. Look at this hairstyle. If you know you've not tried it, go ahead and watch the videos. The videos are fully on YouTube. They are fully, all my life is always full on YouTube and on Facebook. Yes, I don't used to mention that because when you're doing it on TikTok, they are one kind of a jealous site that I don't understand. So, but then if you're watching this on this thing, my full videos are on YouTube all the time. My full videos live are on Facebook all the time. So if you miss any of the classes, go ahead and watch it. You understand it from there. Thank you so very much. If you've not tried this style, go ahead and try it. I'll send a video that is comprehensive enough this morning for you to do it. Thank you so much. We'll be ending the live now. Then tomorrow, I'll be coming out with maybe style of the day that we can do tomorrow after doing our training. We're going to go through our training very fast. Then we'll do style of the day. So thank you so much and God bless you all. I'll see you tomorrow. It's a pleasure because now, most people, thank you so much. Yes, I would. Yes. Try it. Then I'll see you all tomorrow by the grace of God. Thank you and God bless you. And if you're watching me for the first time, and if you have not followed the account, please subscribe to the accounts on YouTube. Follow me on Facebook as well. And as well, thank you so much. God bless you. I'll see you all tomorrow. God bless you. God bless you. Let's end the live.